this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a gain.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by D.J. Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
D.J. Moore, 40 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, you've got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Right there. 54. Right there.
Throwing again. Rodgers. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Carolina.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 49-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun. shotgun. It's Bridgewater. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The running back.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
9-yard line.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
From the 29, Bridgewater. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
10-yard loss.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7. Packers nothing.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
8-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. Allen's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Aaron Jones.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 14.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and now it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's brought down. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're at the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 17. Packers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. 20, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Bridgewater. And he finds Gronk. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
2 yards.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson.
Bridgewater's
Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the areas and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 3.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Jones. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Now it's Rodgers, and that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will tie things at 17-all. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10. 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And that is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5.
Bridgewater's
33 yards that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
The stretch it right there turned it into a really nice game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Slide for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Packers 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's
caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Green Bay Packer.
A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
1st down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. First down, Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
Bridgewater.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
But it brings up 4th down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Packers 24.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here, Sims complete. 7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there was no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Rodgers now on first down. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Forced out to his left. Pass incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you play really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a given.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And here in overtime, if the team that receives...
Here we go. Let's get him.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime,
Number 30.
that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on
As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
And 8 yards to go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Returnable now for Allen. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? He'll kind of Guara complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
To Aaron Jones.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Touchdown. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top. Look at